Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today with the review, well actually a first impression of Dolly Beauty, Dolly Parton's brand that finally put out lipsticks. What took so long, Dolly? Come on. You're known for your makeup. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not big into country music. I was actually raised around it because my grandparents listened to it, but it's not a genre I listen to a lot. But Dolly. That's all I have to say. And if you don't understand the Dolly love, go online and read about everything that she's done. Go online and read on Reddit about the things that she's done from people firsthand who've met her, that people don't even know about this stuff. Probably one of the best humans to ever walk this planet. Just fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. I love this woman. So I will gladly put money into these lipsticks, even though I'm trying to stop buying as many lipsticks because, you know, I have too many. But I know that my money will go to something good in the long run. So I support Dolly 100%. Lovely human being. So let's do this. Okay, so they just showed up today. they were stuck in New Jersey for a while. You know, which happens. A lot of things get stuck in New Jersey for a while, and this was no exception. So I had to wait. I haven't even opened these. I just grabbed them. They showed up today. I was like, okay. Okay, so it's kind of difficult to get out. Didn't know what to expect. Don't like ripping the boxes, but we had to do what we had to do. So this one is Birthday Suit, I think, and it's very studded in like rhinestones and things, and then it has Dolly's emblem on it there, her little signature. This screams Dolly. It is fantastically wonderful. It's the rhinestones, which was big really in country back in that time period. I don't even know, but I would figure, to me this looks very like 80s. So, but she was before then. Let me tell you, this is like Dynasty amazingness. I've never seen Dynasty, but I've seen the pictures. And this is pure 80s goodness. So I don't really know how to open this. This doesn't have a normal lid, but it looks like there's buttons. So you can see here buttons on the side because you don't twist it. I just don't want it flying out weird. Nope, that's not the answer. Nope, that's not the answer. That's the answer. Okay. Oh, okay. So you press it and then it comes out of this compartment. Yeah, okay. So it has kind of a floral scent to it. It's actually reminiscent of Makeup Forever's lipstick. So if you've used theirs, I do have some of theirs. I haven't swatched them yet. I've had them for a while. Reminiscent of that floral scent from something like Makeup Forever and their newer line. Well, it's been out a couple years, but just so you know, that's what it smells like. Now this is a unique color. It's interesting because it's almost like a balm. So it's like a hybrid of a lipstick and a balm. Again, it really does have a strong flavoring to it. So some people may not like that. This is interesting. So at first I didn't much care for the color on me because I'm cool tone and I can lean in towards neutral. Put a little bit more on, but this definitely has a warm undertone to it. It's an interesting color. It's almost like a grayish to it, like a grayish, but yet a warmness to it. I don't have anything in my collection like this. This is very interesting. I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but I actually kind of do. It's so interesting because it's not as pigmented as, you know, a standard lipstick. That's why I'm saying it's more of like a balm than a lipstick, a traditional lipstick. Because of that, I could see it being very moisturizing. I may come back and revisit these after wearing them a while. I just want to get these up so people can see the swatches, but pop that back in, you're good to go. Yeah, that's a really interesting color. I wasn't sure, but now I'm kind of liking it. Trying to look at it in all different lights. Yeah, unexpected. I like that. So these are not the easiest to get out because of the rhinestones. So you're gonna have to break open that box a little bit, which I like to keep things in boxes. It's a binky thing. But these are going to challenge that. So this is Rosebud, and I never know which end. I don't know. You'll learn. I'll learn. There we go. This one, if I remember. But that's okay. So this is Rosebud, and this is a very pretty kind of mauve color here, which is quite lovely. I hope this is the next lightest. Though there wasn't much staining, but that last color wasn't, you know, a staining type color. Okay, so here we go. This is Rosebud. So interesting. See how much darker it looks in the tube? So it definitely is more of a balm. I'm going to stick by that. It's more of a balm than it is a lipstick. I wish they'd kind of advertised it more as a balm, because I think people are going to be a little bit confused by the formula perhaps, but it's a pretty-ish pink. I mean, it is a mauve. It's not as deep of a mauve as I would like, because mauves tend to have a little bit more purple to them, but it is a really pretty color. That is really pretty. It's really pretty. I don't normally like pinks. I love mauves, but I like a little bit more purple than this normally, but this is actually a very, very wearable pink. And pink is probably one of my least favorite lipstick colors, unless it's just really interesting. And this one I feel is very wearable. So if you were like me and not big into pinks, you may perhaps like this one because it's not as in your face and it's just a really nice, beautiful color. This one is Honey Plum. Let's see what this, I hate ripping these, but I'm probably gonna have to take them out of these. I like to keep them in, but I think it'd make it easier only because then I can read what it is, because these all look the same and you can look at the name, but it's really small. So this is Honey Plum. Oh, I got it that time. This is the one that I was really intrigued by. I don't like dark lipsticks like this. I used to wear them all the time, but now I'm slowly kind of moving away from them. And this one I saw and I was like, this is insane. I have a feeling it's not going to look like this, just having tried on the other ones, but here we go. Nope. This actually kind of reminds me of the infamous, what is it called? Is it called Black Honey? Is that what is the Clinique one? That is like huge. I have a whole video coming out on that, but that's what it reminds me of actually. Okay, I want to try something. It wasn't going to go into this realm, but here we are. Let me see something here. Just for science. This has nothing to do with science, but okay. So it's not completely alike, and I actually have a video coming out on this here, but how it works for everyone. So here's a sneak preview. This one has more pigment. This is the Dolly, has more pigment, and this one's a little bit more light, doesn't have as much pigment, but side by side you really can't tell them apart. So if you have this Black Honey from Clinique, you probably won't need this Honey Plum from Dolly Beauty, because it's pretty darn similar. So right there will save you a little bit of money. But if you don't have it and you were interested in buying it and you're buying a few of them, if it works due to shipping, go ahead and buy it and you pretty much have it. It just also depends on the formula. Oh, this thing is popping out of here. We'll put that here. So the button's popping out of it. Yeah, so you have to be careful the way that you put it in, because it keeps doing that. So let's do it the opposite way. I'm probably gonna have to take them out of the boxes, but I like the boxes because it just helps me focus. I know this is a little scattered because I wasn't gonna film today, but yeah. So if you already have it, if you already have Black Honey, you probably won't need this one as well. So you can save yourself a little bit of money. It just depends on the formula, if you're, you know, and other things. If you like the Clinique formula, I will say the Clinique formula has a little bit more moisture than the Dolly one. Definitely is more slippery, has more moisture. And the Dolly one's a little bit more, it's not stiff because it's also moisturizing. It's just not as wet. feeling, if that makes sense. And it also has more pigment, while this one has less. This one has more plum, while this one leads more towards a pinkish plum, if that makes sense. You can see that there is a little bit of a difference, but some people may not care. So there you go. So the last one is iconic because it's Jolene Red. Come on, Jolene. Even if you don't like country music, you love Jolene because it's a great song. So this one, I'm curious to see what this will be like because these are very balm-like. This looks almost warm red, which I don't normally wear warm reds as much. I tend to go, of course, towards the cool tones, but let's see how it works. Most definitely a warm red. Very interesting. It has the same consistency of the other ones, and it is darker in the tube. Most definitely everything's darker in the tube than on the lips, so it is balmy, but out of all of them, this one probably has the most pigment in it. Definitely a warm red. So if you were a cool tone gal like myself, I can wear warm reds, but they don't look the best on me because, again, I am a cool tone. So I'm just trying to pull my hair away a little bit. You can see, yeah, it's not the best color red for me. But again, that's okay. If you're warm tone, this is going to be gorgeous. It's a really pretty color. You may want to use a lip liner with this, though, because there's not a lot of slip. Like with Clinique, it has a lot more slip than this, but this does have slip to it. So you're probably going to want to use a liner because if you don't, it can probably get around your mouth if you're doing things. So just be wary of that. But it's a really pretty color. So some thoughts on these. I almost want to switch before I continue, but no, I'll continue with this color. So some thoughts on these. They're $20 and you can buy them in a pack and get a discount if you get all four like I did. I'll put it to the side, and then it comes with free shipping when you do it that way. So the aesthetic is totally Dolly. I mean, I get it. Like country music is still rhinestones and things like that, though it's moved away a little bit from that, from the, the earlier days. It was, about rhinestones and, well, more than that, but it was pretty eccentric in the way that it presents itself, and I think this is kind of a heyday of that. I'm sure there's still parts of that there, but this is the country I remember that my grandparents would listen to. They never moved on to the more modern country. They didn't like the more modern country, so they were like, let's stick with the Dolly and things like that. And of course, Johnny Cash and things, though he was, very different from Dolly, but that's the type of stuff they listen to, just so you know. So this is very reminiscent of that. I do like that these pop up once you figure out which end. It's kind of interesting. You can always remove this later on and put your own lipstick in. So you could reuse this if you want to reuse the case again. If you want to live this gloriousness, you can do it for the rest of your days. Pretty easy to do. You can look it up online, see how to switch it out, and then you have this. It's pretty fabulous. People go, whoa. They really will. I like the range of colors. I think it's really interesting going with two very wearable colors, especially with the more neutral. The birthday suit is very wearable, though it is warm. A lot of these are pulling warm tone. Well, no, that's not true. So it's birthday suit and Jolene tend to go more towards warm, while honey plum and rosebud tend to go a little bit more cool. So that's kind of nice, but they're all very different, which is good too, because you don't want something too similar, because you do want varying lipstick shades. So I like that about it. I really do. I feel like it's a wise range and a very interesting range. What will confuse people, I think, a bit is if it's a lipstick, you expect it to work as a lipstick. And these most definitely are balms. So this one's a very pigmented balm. The other ones aren't overly pigmented, but they're very definitely balms. So I would almost it's very similar kind of to Lisa Eldridge's balms that I just reviewed. It kind of reminds me of that consistency and that type of balm. So just know that if you're buying it, that it isn't going to be a lipstick. It's a balm. I wish they'd advertised it as that, because I feel like when people are going to be reviewing it, that will come up over and over. The other thing is, some people don't like scents. This most definitely has a scent to it. I love scents. I love perfumes. I love candles. I love strong scents, strong tastes. I love spicy food. I love very like Ethiopian food, Thai food, Indian. I love very fragrant food, smells, everything. So to me, this is fantastic. But I can see how some people may be a little bit turned off. It smells like potpourri. Again, like Makeup Forever, their lipsticks, very similar to that same fragrance. Very similar. So there's that. So really cool case. I will say that this part, I mean, I don't really care, but it may not be the most luxury. So this is the more luxury part of the lipstick. Eccentric, but luxury. This part is just a little bit, you know, so very lightweight, but I'm not going to get upset about it. It's $20 a lipstick. And here's the thing. There's so many celebrity brands coming out and they're using their names, of course, to promote stuff. I get it. Dolly's doing the same, but the difference is this is very affordable, extremely affordable for people, especially for a celebrity brand, which I really do appreciate. So, you know, I'm okay with this. This doesn't have to be the most luxe. This is where you really shine, right here, if you're into this aesthetic. The scent can be a little bit much, potpourri smelling. I don't mind it, but I can see how other people may not care for that, especially if you're sensitive to scents or you're used to vanilla scents. This isn't it. Color range, very interesting, kind of across the board. You want that. You want variety. So I don't know how it wears. I probably, maybe I'll check up on that and maybe compare it more. But I definitely want to try these and wear them a little bit more. But yeah, I do like it. I think they're nice lipsticks for the price point. There's balms that are going for a heck of a lot more. So there you go. But there's cons and pros to everything. But I'm just happy that to support this lovely woman. Just what a wonderful human being. Seriously, if you don't know her history or her life story, go check it out. What an inspiring, wonderful human being. She makes me want to strive to be better when I hear about her, read up on her. She is just a saint and just a class act. And I wish I could be more like that. I'm a nice person, but boy, if somebody messes with me, I'm not always as graceful as she is. Woo, fiery. So there you go. But yes, I thumbs up. I'm kind of surprised this didn't happen earlier, but here we are. So there you go. Let me know what you think down below. Scooters galore. Let me know what you think down below. Are you interested? How do you feel about the formula if you've already gotten it? I'm curious to hear other people's opinions. I'll start scouring the web too to see what other people have to say. Welcome to New York. And with that, have a wonderful day, my friends. Bye.